Tina J.C. Penney's Knowles met up with Cameron and Lauren from Love is Blind and touched Lauren's belly to pass on superstar energy to the unborn child. Tina, if you could pass on superstar energy through your hand, why couldn't you pass it on to Solange? Where's Solange's superstar energy? I mean, she came out the puss after Beyonce. She should have been amazing and immaculate. Instead, she got pregnant at 18 because she felt neglected by the family you provided. Let's talk about it. I hate that Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is not on now because LeAngelo Ball's pregnant estranged wife, Rashida, claims that his other ex, Nikki Maduris, is harassing her and wishing death upon the unborn child. I mean, this is some gutter snipe that we should see, and we're missing out because the cameras aren't rolling. Where is Mona Scott Young? Oh, Jackie and Christy and her daughter get into a physical KK. When? Next time? Oh, I can't wait for a skirmish and a brawl. The TSA is ending its shoe removal policy at select airports and soon airport-wide. But will white people stop flying barefoot? That's the problem. You have made a habit of people taking their shoes off at the airport, of it being something of acceptable because we're forced to do it, and white people get on that plane and them shoes come off. It's a trend you started and you can't stop. Tubes with no real circulation, and you got foot funk all up in the mix. Foot funk. Too little, too frickin' late. We're going to have pink-toed foot funk. We're going to have pink-toed toes creeping twixt the seat and the window for the rest of our flying lives. Make sure that you put in a new rule. You got to keep your shoes on and your feet on the floor on the plane. Try that. Toe jam air is what it smells like. Akon's grand plans to build a $4.3 billion futuristic city in Senegal have officially been scrapped 5 years after the singer promised to return a remote stretch of West African coastline into real-life Wakanda. This is why Hefferly shouldn't go into politics, because you might have some pull in the music industry, but that's where your pull ends. Once touted as a high-tech utopia powered entirely by renewable energy and fueled by its own cryptocurrency, the project has collapsed amid funding woes, stalled construction, and legal headaches. The admission marks a stunning reversal. No, it doesn't. He was able to legally get fools to invest in his city that he knew was never going to come to fruition. But when you invest, you're gambling. And so he got fools to lose while he was able to prop himself up. 6 years later, the 800 square hectare site remains virtually untouched. A single half-built reception center stands alone. Girl, this was a scheme that Todd set up. The Akon City project no longer exists. Girl, Akon said, I'm going to get some money out of these fools. Denise Richards is getting a divorce from Aaron Pfeiffer's, who says he has no income and wants spousal support. I'm not surprised. I don't know why you got married in the first place. You were able to take Charlie to the cleaners. Why would you ever get married again? Especially to a man that ain't got shit but a clinic you paid to put up. That dick must be spectacular. In movie news, I know we are tired of the super coot, but now it's the rise of the super cootess. We have Melissa DeSouza, Tisha Campbell, and Kay Singleton in Operation Aunties, directed by Wendy Raquel Robinson. Oh my God. The movie follows 3 women who take on a digital age trafficking ring with brains, bravery, and black girl grit. Operation Aunties. I'm a peep at it. It's on all black. And Amaya Scott from Those Girls is in it too. Gary Coleman's ex-wife fails lie detector test and says Gary had to be pulled off of life support. I'm with Ty Bridges. I want there to be an investigate into that heifer. It sounds like foul play. Speaking of foul play, Cancun to London flights diverts to Maine after couple caught smoking on board, leaving passengers stranded for 17 hours. Why do I have to be punished because somebody else was smoking on board? Let's get to where we go, then arrest them, fine them, charge them. But why does the trip have to be diverted for some damn cigarette smoke? It already stank on the plane like foot funk from the Pink Toes. Foot funk from the Pink Toes. Talk about stepping to the bad side. Shitten Sharp's sexual accuser fails to appear in court as judge delays the trial 45 days. I mean, even if she don't show up in court and you're able to reach a settlement or whatnot, Shannon, you're done. You're done. You're an embarrassment. And I don't want any of the heavy titties of Hollywood to come to your aid. Doechii says we really don't have a superstar of this generation. I think that's good because the attention gets to be spread out between people like Doechii and people like me. You know, there's now the smaller star, the smaller comedian, the smaller actress or singer that still is able to put their art out there. So now that it's not just, you know, the Beyoncés and the Kelly Rowlands of the world who, you know, were lucky enough to be in position where, you know, somebody in the family knew somebody in the business and had an in for you, and a mother that could take off and put together horrible outfits, but still put together outfits and chaperone. So I see why there isn't the concentration on a select few, because there are a lot more people with talent out and a lot more stories to tell. Also, we aren't as whitewashed of an entertainment society as we used to be. Rita Ora was performing at Fire Island. Who paid her to go out there? Because I guarantee you, no gays know or care about her at Fire Island. Like, I say they would care about, like, a Bob the Drag Queen, a Johnny Sibley, Katya and Trixie. But Rita Ora? I mean, child, I guess she got paid for the gig. Beyonce's unreleased music has been stolen. I hope they leak it. We could use some leaked music, and I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. I would love for them to leak music so that way she goes back to the drawing board and gives us an extra album. That's the thing. I just want an extra album out of it. Okay, let's talk about Basketball Wives is not going to have a reunion this year. Why? I guess we'll find out at the end of the season, but I don't think they gave us a reunion last year now that I think about it. Diddy is in prison and he is already in therapy for domestic violence and drug use. And JT has just gotten a contract with MAC Cosmetics. He hasn't been sentenced yet, and already he's thinking about a redemption arc, and JT's getting a major contract. Like, I really do feel like he's going to try to get forgiven as fast as when he gets out of prison. Like, if they give him 3 years, he's going to be like, well, I've atoned. Now I'm a proud bisexual man looking for a partner. I'm ready. I don't need a woman to be my conduit for semen anymore. I'm ready to take it myself. I'm not ready to forgive and forget that quick, but that's me. That's me. Lala Kent reveals when she learned of Brock Davies' affair and shares what she now thinks of him. Girl, you got pregnant by Randall. Nobody cares about what you think, trollop. Why does a trollop get to have an opinion? Ask Ocean how her relationship with her daddy is. Why don't you talk about that? Would you trust Sierra and Russell Wilson to set you up with someone? Yes, because all their friends are rich. Next question. The hell?